Hey guys, it's Mark from Hallmark Pool Supplies. In this video, I'd like to talk to you guys about 5 things you should not do with your vinyl liner pool. If you've got an above ground pool or an in-ground pool, makes no difference. Vinyl is vinyl. So the first thing is we never want to drain or empty our vinyl liner swimming pool. So many people make this mistake thinking that they've got to drain and clean and refill their pool. And when they do, they make a big mistake. By draining the pool, we end up getting wrinkles, the liner gets stiff, it gets brittle, especially the older the liner. It's more of a risk of damaging the liner when you drain a pool, so we definitely don't want to do that. If you guys have to service the pool, or if the pool is really dirty and you want to maybe dilute the pool, or you've got to lower the pool to service it, you can do so as long as you leave at least a foot of water in the shallow end. This will be enough water to hold the liner in place. Like I said, if you drain the liner and it doesn't go back, you will end up replacing that liner, and that's a big mistake. Next, you do not want to use a wire brush in your vinyl liner pool. Wire brushes were made for gunite and plaster pools. You don't want to use them in vinyl. And for that matter, you don't want to use them in a painted concrete pool or even a fiberglass pool, because the metal brush is very abusive, it's very tough, and it will scratch the surface. You definitely want to use a soft bristle brush like you see here. In fact, I carry a lot of different brushes in our store, but I do not carry metal brushes for the simple fact that most people don't even use them today. These are just so much nicer and safer, and definitely don't use a wire brush on your vinyl liner pool. So the next thing we don't want to do is we don't want to over chemically treat our swimming pool, especially those that are using chlorine. If you over chemically treat the pool, chlorine will bleach, it will fade, and it will shorten the life of your liner. So it's very important to always make sure that your water chemistry and your water balance is good, and that will preserve your liner and make it last a lot longer. So definitely take your water sample to your local pool store so that you can have your water balanced and analyzed periodically, and that way if you can keep it in check, you'll be good to go and your liner will last much longer. The next thing we don't want to do if you have a vinyl liner pool is if you guys install the ladder in your pool, we don't want to put it in and find out we don't have ladder bumpers on our ladder, because if this hits the wall, it can damage the liner. So there are 2 types of ladder bumpers. There's male and there's also female. One goes in, the other goes over. And it's very important when installing the ladder that these are intact. And for those of you that don't close your pool down, let's say you keep your pool open year-round, and so the ladder's always in the pool, you never remove it, you still want to periodically check your ladder bumpers, because like I said, in time this will disintegrate, they do shrink, they do get loose, and then they can fall out. And if that happens, then you have no protection against your wall with the ladder. So it's very important that we do inspect these. And for those of you that need ladder bumpers, be it male or female, I do carry them on our website. I will post links down below. And just so you guys know, these are standard size, so one size fits all. It's just a matter of preference if you want a male or if you want a female. But it is important, like I said, to check this periodically, because these do have to be replaced. So the next thing we don't want to do if you have a vinyl liner pool is neglect cleaning the water line on your pool. And what do I mean by that? The water line or your tile line is right here, right where the water is. And what you want to do is get yourself an abrasive sponge like you see here. You want to get you some surface cleaner. And surface cleaner is sold in pretty much every pool store. Sometimes it's called vinyl cleaner, sometimes it's called surface or tile cleaner. But you're basically going to put this on your sponge, and then you're going to come out here and you're going to clean the water line and above. And what that does is it just cleans the liner above and at the water line. It allows the liner to breathe. It's not suffocating, because over time the liner does get buildup and it does get dirty, and if it's neglected and it's not cleaned, then what happens? We have dry rot set in. And dry rot will usually be liners that are going to crack or split above the water level or right at the water level, and usually it's going to be more pronounced on the side of the pool where there's more sun. And so to eliminate that and preserve the liner and keep that liner lasting longer, we want to come out, we want to clean the tile line. Now, we don't want to make work out of it. You can actually do it while you're in the pool, and you want to go all the way around your pool and clean the whole entire tile line. And if you can do this at least every other month, it'll make a world of difference in regards to preserving that vinyl. So many people neglect to clean their water line, and that is one of the reasons why liners will be replaced more often, because people don't clean them enough. So if you guys have damage to your liner, if it's at the water line or even if it's at the bottom of the pool, I did make a video on how to patch your vinyl liner. It's actually called the ultimate patch or invisible patch. And what I mean by that is you can actually get the same material that your liner's made out of, and you can actually patch it so that you don't see where the patch or the repair was made. And then we can take our patch, we can glue it up using the glue, using the applicator, and then we can actually come down here, and it's kind of like a puzzle. We're just going to line this up, and once we get it lined up where we want it, then you've got a patch that is pretty much invisible. So you don't see it, and that's much nicer than having a patch that looks like that. So I like using the same liner. And if you want to get a liner that is going to be matching what's in your pool, all you have to do is take a picture of the vinyl liner in your swimming pool and send it to me, and I'll be glad to match it. I have done a lot of liner samples with a lot of people all across the country, and I will find that most of the liner damage that I do see is typically right up in this region. And here again, it's due to lack of housekeeping. So if you guys need vinyl, I have that as well, but definitely check out my video. So hopefully you guys found this video to be helpful. If you have any questions, leave a comment down below and I'll try my best to answer. But if you have something that's urgent or you want to book a phone session, definitely check the link down below on my Patreon page. I will be glad to help. This way I can work with you one-on-one. If you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe for future content. I definitely want to thank all my subscribers. Remember us at Hallmark Pool Supplies for all your pool needs. My name is Mark, and I'll see you guys on the next video.